Attention all those raging against the Trump machine. Yet another rock star is coming to your aid. Prepare to mosh. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. Now, after 5 months in office, Donald Trump has taken aim at the world of music, possibly because he can't get anything done on the international or domestic front. His tariff program leads from one embarrassment to the next, giving the American people nothing to show for it besides higher prices. The wars in Ukraine and Gaza rage on, intensifying rather than scaling down. Inflation is rising and consumer confidence is dropping. So naturally, Trump has taken aim at music stars such as Taylor Swift and Beyoncé, arguably the two biggest musical stars in the world right now. Both, of course, endorsed Kamala Harris last fall. Other musical legends, such as Bruce Springsteen, have taken their own personal aim at Trump.
In America, they are persecuting people for using their right to free speech and voicing their dissent. This is happening now. In America, the richest men are taking satisfaction in abandoning the world's poorest children to sickness and death. This is happening now. In my country, they're taking sadistic pleasure in the pain that they inflict on loyal American workers. They're rolling back historic civil rights legislation that led to a more just and plural society. They're abandoning our great allies and siding with dictators against those struggling for their freedom. They're defunding American universities that won't bow down to their ideological demands. They're removing residents off American streets and without due process of law are deporting them to foreign detention centers and prisons. This is all happening now. A majority of our elected representatives have failed to protect the American people from the abuses of an unfit president and a rogue government.
Springsteen's little speech there proves, if nothing else, that at age 75, the man is still the boss. Springsteen joined the chorus of Trump critics last month, a class that includes Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam, Neil Young, Bono of U2, Green Day, and many others. And that says nothing of all the musicians who have objected to Trump using their music at rallies. Seriously, Wikipedia has a whole page devoted to this, and it lists literally dozens of acts. That's unique as far as I know, not to mention kinda hilarious. I half expect lawyers for the late Francis Scott Key to file suit for Trump using the national anthem. But I digress. That brings us to today's new development. Guitarist Tom Morello of the legendary band Rage Against the Machine played a Memorial Day set at the Boston Music Festival yesterday. So let's break down this footage, shall we? Notice the background Morello selected for his concert? Need another look? Still confused? Let's just throw that up on the screen there, shall we? I mean, I'm personally fond of the button that shows Trump merged with Vladimir Putin, but that's just me. You'll also be happy to know that Morello had a F-Ice sign written on his guitar, which he played with his teeth. I hope he has a good dentist. In the same concert, Morello also pointedly defended Bruce Springsteen, whom Trump has said he wants to investigate for criminal offenses. Yeah, right. Morello said, quote, "Bruce is going after Trump because Bruce, his whole life, has been about truth, justice, democracy, equality, and Trump is mad at him because Bruce draws a bigger audience. F that guy." unquote. Sorry, we can't say the real profanity, this is YouTube. Morello also added that the show would be his last, quote, last big event before they throw us all in jail, unquote. Let's hope not, Tom. Morello and Rage Against the Machine are not strangers to making political statements. Throughout the band's tenure, its members, Morello as well as Zach Della Rocca, Tim Comerford, and Brad Wilk, have spoken out against everything from income disparity, to the Iraq War, to Fox News propaganda, to torture by U.S. officials, to Native American rights, and most recently, the wars in Gaza and Ukraine. And you know what's interesting about all of that? They've been right every dang time. History has borne out that Rage Against the Machine, whatever one thinks of their music, or whatever one thinks of Tom Morello personally, knows where to stand on a political issue. History is on their side. And that continues to be true today as Morello rages against Donald Trump. And in the event Trump actually does try to imprison Morello, Springsteen, or any other critic for their use of free speech, expect widespread protests, even revolution in this country. These musicians are daring Trump to overplay his hand right now. Think he's smart enough to avoid that trap? We'll see. I'm David Reddish.